everyone, good morning. Happy Friday. We're gonna have a weird day today. We got lots to do. Joshua has a doctor's appointment. I can't wait to see how that goes, but I'll fill you guys in about that whole thing once we're done with appointments and everything. So I just woke up, or just got up, the kids got up, slept in a little bit today and that was nice. So now I'm just gonna get some coffee. Joshua has some toast. He's asking for some juice and milk in cups. So yeah, I'm gonna get some coffee, sit on the couch with the kids, watch some TV, and slowly get our day started. Say good morning. Good morning. Beautiful girl. Do you want to say good morning to our friends? No? Do you want to tell them what you're eating? What are you drinking? What is that? What are you watching on TV?
Peppa Pig.
Oh my goodness, what does Peppa Pig say? So, what, you okay? So I just wanted to give you guys a little potty training update. My last video I mentioned it was day 1 of potty training and he's doing super good. That was a week ago actually. Oh my goodness, kid, are you okay? The coughing is part of the reason we went to the doctors yesterday and today. So he's okay. So if you hear him hacking up a lung, doctor says he's okay, doesn't have a cold. But again, we'll talk about that later. So day 1 of potty training, he had one accident first thing after we took his diaper off and then didn't have any accidents the rest of the day. Day 2, didn't have any accidents. Day 3, we took a chance and went to my parents' house and he only had one accident and it was when I was putting Elsie down for a nap and I just didn't get to him in time. Day 4, he started daycare, or went back to daycare, and had a really hard time with that, refused to sit on the potty, and just had accidents all day. Day 2 of daycare, I think you had one accident. I think he had one accident, but he was sitting on the potty, so that's good. And then day 3, he had no accidents at daycare. Yesterday was day 4. He just didn't pee at all the entire day at daycare. He just held it until I picked him up. I picked him up early because we had to go to the doctor's at least. But yeah, we are doing the, my friend Lauren, shout out to my friend Lauren. She's awesome. She told me about this book. It's called Oh Crap Potty Training. I'll link it below. Just hit my kid in the head, my God. It's called Oh Crap Potty Training and it breaks it down into blocks of how to potty train. Highly recommend. It's not expensive. It's working super well for us. So if you are a toddler mom or just want to prepare for ahead of time, get this book. I'll link it below. You're playing with your sister? Be careful, please. Joshua, careful. Yeah, get him, Elsie. Get him. Joshua, can you get her car back, please? Oh, you kids. I think it's so funny that she covers herself up with the blanket when she nurses. She's so modest. What did you just do? You peed on the potty? Yay! Away from the berry bushes. They're not even sour, girl. Elsie, it's a grape, and it's not sour. Joshua, do you have grapes too?
Yeah, like Elsie.
Like Elsie. Yay.
You actually have to try to go to ball. Because John Gary's going to go, what?
He is.
Yeah, what? Why are you recording?
Because I keep getting requests for you to be in my videos more.
Because I'm flawless. Duh.
Daddy, what are you doing?
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 Where? Can I kiss?
What?
What? I'll steal it.
Oh, Yanan, Celtic, you look so handsome in your bandana. And look, Mama has a matching scrunchie. So, and we have assistant Joshua over here. So, Celtic and I, and our matching accessories, are very excited to tell you guys that we have partnered up with a company called Buddy Bandana. Yeah, they make bandanas for your dogs, and you can get matching scrunchies or headbands. And they're based out of Boston. Yeah, it came with this paper. No, Celtic's leaving me. That tells you about how they donate money to shelters to help feed dogs and help train them and get them adopted. No kill shelters, very important. So, we got a promo code for you guys for 40% off and free shipping. The code is Alex K. Carlton. I'll link the website and the code below. We got the checkered ones, but there's ones with avocados, there's watermelons, they're super cute. I'll put the link below and you guys can check it out. Hi, Joshua. I have a hair like hanging in my face. Ooh, it wasn't even attached. Weird. All right, we're on our way to, Joshua, where are we going?
Doctor.
The doctors. We are heading to the ENT, ear, nose, throat. Fun stuff.
I put something in my nose.
Yep, you just spoiled the story. But yeah, that's what happened. Yep.
What about this one?
Hi guys, so before we have story time, I just want to let you know that I am doing a small, this time it's small, I'm doing a small giveaway on my Instagram. It's just a $5 Dunkin' gift card. Ends Sunday. I will announce the winner Sunday night after the kids go to bed. I'm not going to say a specific time because if I say, hey, will be announced at 7:30. The kids are gonna fight bedtime and it won't happen. So, sometime Sunday night, I will announce my Instagram giveaway winner. And I do have an even bigger giveaway in the works, so be on the lookout for that. Also, before I start this story, Joshua's napping, or he's in his room. He's gonna fall asleep soon. Elsie's on the floor next to me in her rocker. I don't know if she's gonna go to sleep or not, but if I keep looking down, that's why. Oni's right there and you can hear her rattle. So I wanna start by saying, if I tell you this story and you think that I'm a bad mom, I don't care. I know I'm not a bad mom. Don't really care what you think. Things happen. There's nothing I could have done. Did the best I could. So don't bother messaging me and telling me I'm a bad mom because you're just gonna waste your time and you're gonna find yourself blocked. Anyway, so here is what happened. For the past week and a half, I've noticed that Joshua has smelled really bad. And I haven't been able to figure out why. And then I noticed it was coming from his face, so I figured it was either like his teeth or his breath. So I was gonna make him a dentist appointment. And then Tuesday night, I got to thinking, and I'm like, he just turned 2 years old in November. What could be so wrong in his mouth that it already smells this bad? So I did what you're told as a parent to never do, and I Googled. And I'm sitting there and I'm scrolling through all of these possibilities, and I'm like, no, like nothing. I don't think it's any of this. I get to one and I read it and my stomach dropped. And I was like, oh my God, no. This is it. This is gonna be it. And it said, if your child has put something up their nose and it's been up there for a long time and is starting to decay or get infected, it'll start to smell. Probably 2 months-ish ago, a little over 2 months ago, Joshua was going through this phase where he was putting everything up his nose. And the phase only lasted about a week, but it was long enough for damage to be done. So I get my flashlight and I lay Joshua down on the couch and I look up his nose, and sure enough, there's something up his nose. Donald's at basketball and I call him and I'm like, you're not gonna believe this. Like, there's something up our kid's nose. I'm gonna have to take him to the emergency room. And Donald said that he had happened to have little tweezers in his drawer in the bathroom. So I go and I get the little tweezers, and Joshua was so good. I sat Joshua on the couch, tilt his head back, grab whatever it was, pull it out. I'm not even kidding. This thing was like this big around, like the size of a nickel, up my kid's nose. I'm not really sure what it was. It looked like a lint ball, a very big lint ball, very gross lint ball. As soon as I pulled it out, his nose started gushing blood. It smelled so bad, I gagged, like almost puked on the floor. I gagged so hard because it smelled so bad. So I ran over, I took a picture of it real quick because Donald wasn't home and I had to show him what it was that was up our kid's nose. Took a picture of it real quick. I'm not gonna post the picture because it's gross and you guys don't wanna see that. And if you do, shoot me a message, I guess, I'll show you. I threw it away. Got Joshua's nose to stop bleeding. Everything was okay. And then the next day I noticed that he still smelled kind of bad. And I was like, well, like his nose is probably healing. I don't know. The next day I'm like, you know, I should probably call his doctor just to make sure. Elsie, what are you doing? I was like, I should probably call, this is Thursday. I was like, I should probably call his doctor and make sure everything's okay. So I call the doctor and they get him right in that afternoon. And the doctor looks up his nose and she said that it was super swollen, pretty infected. She prescribed some antibiotics for us to give him. And she looks up his nose and she's like, well, I think I see something else up there. Can't really tell what it is because his nose is so inflamed and infected. It might just be gunk from that, or it could be something else. So she refers us to an ENT. She calls the ENT, and the ENT, ear, nose, throat doctor, for those who don't know, wants to get him right in the next morning. So we go and we get him his antibiotics. He had antibiotics that night, and he had antibiotics this morning. And the antibiotics definitely worked. His nose is just going and going. This is the lovely part of being a parent. These are things you don't think about. Like, the amount of snot I've dealt with the last couple days is disgusting. And it's still going. So it's got all this fun stuff coming out of his nose. And this morning I noticed that he had something was coming out of his nose. So I get the tweezers and I pull out like a very small but gross spitball looking thing, just a ball of paper. And I'm like, okay, hopefully this is it. But we're still gonna go to the ENT and make sure that that's everything. So we go to the ENT, and Joshua was so good. He was so well behaved, thankfully. And the ENT comes in, loved him. He was great. Gets his little thingies, and he looks up Joshua's nose, and he's like, yeah, I think I see a little something, he says, up there. So I'm thinking like a little scribbits left. Gets his little claw thingies, reaches up there, pulls another chunk, the same size as the first one, out of the same nostril. So this kid, first I pulled out a piece of fuzz stuff about the size of a nickel out of this kid's nose. And then I pulled a spitball out of the kid's nose. And then the ENT goes in and pulls out another thing the size of a nickel out of, this is all out of the same nostril. And it smelled. And I'm just looking at Joshua and this thing that just got pulled out of my kid's nose. It looked like paper. I don't know. And I'm like, kid, really? Like, oh my God. I just can't believe life right now. And I can't believe he crammed so much stuff up one side of his nose and never said anything. And Joshua has words. He talks in full sentences. He's very vocal. He has no issues telling us what exactly is wrong. He never complained about his nose. So I had no way of knowing anything was up there until it started smelling. And I mean, it's not very often I look up my kid's nose. I'm gonna be now. You can bet your booty that there will be routine nose checks from here on out with both kids. So I'm talking to the ENT, whose job, by the way, is to pull random things out of kids' noses. And he's telling me, I think he was trying to make me feel better. And I do feel bad, but as a parent, you can't let things like this get you down. You gotta take everything with a sense of humor. So that's what I'm doing. I feel bad for Joshua. I feel bad that he had to go through this. Could have been a lot worse, but at the same time, you gotta laugh. I mean, this kid, this is gonna be a great story to tell when he is older. And the ENT is telling me about all the things he pulled out of his own kid's nose, all of the things that he's pulled out of other kids' noses. He said the worst one was a burdock. I can't imagine having a burdock up your nose. Yeah. So, Joshua's on antibiotics because it is infected. I mean, he's had stuff crammed up his nose for about 2 months now. So antibiotics for the next couple days. We're gonna keep an eye on him even more than we already were to make sure nothing else goes up his nose. And hopefully this is the last time we have to do this. Hopefully we will not be going back for foreign bodies up the nose, is what they said. So yeah, that's what happened. I would love to hear if your kid has ever put anything up their nose, in their ear, or if something like this happened where your kid did something and it was a long time before you realized it. Drop a comment, drop a comment on my Instagram post. I am dying to hear stories now because, like I said, you, as a parent, you just gotta have a sense of humor about things. So, yeah, I'd love to hear your stories. And again, if you think I'm a bad mom for this, I don't care. I feel sorry for you because I'm not a bad mom. But I shouldn't even have to say that, but that's the world we live in. People will mom shame about the stupidest things. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. It's gonna be a short video, but I've been talking for 11 minutes now. But I'm just gonna be cleaning the house all day. Elsie needs more milk and to take another nap, so I'm gonna do that. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and like I said, comment below or on my Instagram post about your mom fails, I guess we'll call it. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. My clicker doesn't work.